I am officially on day 56. Cold plunge is sitting perfectly at 30, 39. I'm gonna actually show you guys. I haven't actually shown you guys in a while the que.velani app, which is really nice. It's where I check all of my events, my to-dos. Cold plunge 56. I slept great. I don't know if you guys have ever went to bed or starting a load of laundry and then you go to bed and fall asleep and you never put them in the dryer. That's what happened with these bad boys. That's why they're wet. Because I woke up and they were still in the washer. So, figure wet trunks, get into a wet cold plunge, no big deal. That's cold today. That's cold today. I better find a place to fucking fix my mind. Whew. You have to find a place to fix your mind. You have to take it there. If not, you'll stay fixated on the pain, which, again, I want to clarify, I don't consider this pain, but to some it might be. It's just extremely uncomfortable. So if you don't get your mind to a place that's meditative, if you don't fix on the things other than your body and what you're actually feeling inside of your hands, your feet, your forearms, your wrists, you'll get lost and you'll spend the whole 3 minutes fighting those feelings. Versus if you fixate your mind somewhere else, and those feelings are just a byproduct. It's just a bypass of something you're experiencing but you're not focusing on. And that makes a massive, massive difference. That's why some days when I really need it, I have the headphones. Though I will say sometimes the headphones can work against you, and I'll explain that when I get out. So the thing with the headphones is when you bring headphones in here, usually you have like certain songs that get you going, you know, whether they're putting you in the mood or just giving you some energy, some great stuff. But then you get into the plunge and there's just this dynamic shift between being energetic and then you get into the plunge and you're like, uh-oh, this shit is still fucking cold. And so now you're trying to listen to the music, enjoy the song, get some energy, but also deal with the cold. So that's how like sometimes the music like works against you. So what I tend to do is I put in like country music or I put in something a little bit more slow paced. That tends to help me be more relaxed and find a flow state versus just being super energetic when trying to get in. I think this was day 56. So out of all of these days, there's only been, I think, 4, maybe 5 days where I was super energetic and I just wanted to get in and like stay in, and it felt good. Majority of the time though, it's still like very much of a shock. There's definitely no lessons today other than this is that middle phase. This is that middle part where it's boring, right? It's the same thing every day. There's no gimmicks, there's nothing wowing you. Like there's no fucking hook in this video. You're not gonna find that with like this stuff here. It just very much is what it is, which is me getting in the cold plunge every single day, every morning, dealing with the cold. That's just what this looks like. There's nothing fancy about it. And that's what I wanted to show. I wanted to show the rawness, the unfilteredness, the simplicity of just doing something difficult and hard that's beneficial for you every day. And there's no wowing. Like the data at the end of this will showcase what the results were, what the big differences were, how impactful they were to my life. So I'm capturing exactly what I want to showcase. With that being said, today when you saw me get in, my mind was very much fixated on the cold, very much fixated on it being very, very uncomfortable. And so I had to quickly try to find a place to get my mind to go to, and I think it took me about a minute to get there. So again, just to show you that even 56 days in, some days very much feel like day one, right? They feel like day one, and all that you have to hold on to is the fact that you have done this before and the fact that you have gone through it before, the fact that you have made it the full 3 minutes before. Nonetheless, the journey still has to be accomplished each and every day, right? You can't live off of yesterday's victory. So when I got in, you guys saw me freaking out. You saw me trying to control my breath, and you heard me say, it is fucking cold. And my mind and my body was getting ready to sit there and fight that the entire time. And that's just a terrible way to spend the 3 minutes in the plunge. You have to find a way to get your mind fixated on better things. You have to find a way to get your mind to a better place. And I will say, I don't want to make it sound like it's all doomsday, because there's days when I do get in here and that is the place I want to be. And I get to that North Star or that fixation, that meditative state sooner and quicker. And when that's the case, it's really, really nice. It's very, very relaxing. So there is that. But you get what I had today too, which is you're going to have to grit and gut your way through it. You guys have a great day on whatever day you're watching this. Remember, it doesn't get easier, it just gets done.